this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like it.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time. It's our time.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 21, 21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go,
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He's got daylight past the 20. And a touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
That's us.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
44-yard line.
Watch the screen.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
I got you. Mike's 59. So don't say nothing.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Here we go again.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
On first down, here's Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. A right side catch by Crabtree. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And it's third down.
Set, cut. 56 yards. It's 54 Mike. Rip right.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good footwork at the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side, Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
65.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Coleman now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 180!
Pick it up.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Mike's 59. Here we go.
One, Omaha.
Check 59. Mike.
I got you.
59. Mike the 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
White.
39-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got you.
Get ready.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
21. Here we go.
15-yard line.
I got you.
It comes to me. It's me.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray throwing on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Peters, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The 48-yard line.
Set, ready. Go to bench. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Breida. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Breida. 48 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead.
44, 49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Not today, you are. Not today. No.
They run again with Breida, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Niners take over.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just... Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a toss play, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go now. Touch the outlaw. No gain on this defense. No gain. Check 3. Check running.
On third down, a run from Breida. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
It would. I like it now.
Under pressure, they got him again. Corey Peters. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. This is Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here we go.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. In trouble, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it's Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On on the handoff. This is Breida. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points